Hey everybody, good morning. Rob Muffet. Today we got a little project going. We got a $5.69 cane pole from Walmart. These are very good for what their intended purpose is, to catch bluegill, which are like 5 or 6 ounces. But if you catch anything substantial, like a few pounds, you could break the rod pretty easily. These rods, this is a 10-foot rod. Where they usually break is right here where you hold one stress point. Then where it's a two-piece, so where the second piece comes into the bottom piece, there's a pressure point right here because you got that ferrule where that slides in. So I put some cotton line, little twine. On the bottom here, I put some carpet thread. It was taking a very long time, so I switched to the twine. On the top is a little piece of elastic people use in clothing and different things for projects. This is just tied on once again with cotton twine. I have in here a little watered down tight bond number 2. Number 2 or number 3 is good. Don't use Elmer glue. You want to use something that is more substantial, a more stronger glue. And I'm going to coat the twine, 2 coats, let it dry 1 coat, come back and hit it again. And this should give it a little bit of edge. It won't. There's no guarantees in a $5 cane pole. But like I said, for its intended purposes, for just flipping around weeds, shallow areas, for bluegill, maybe little tiny bass. You know, you can't beat it. If you catch a big snakehead, maybe it's all over. Also, you probably want to get a net. You might get a turtle or something and you won't be able to lift it up out of the water and you'll break your rod. It's good to have a net anyway because you help the fish. So we're just going to add a little bit of glue this morning to our twine. So that's what we got going on this morning. It's Christmas Eve. Hope you're having a good holiday season and you all have a happy, healthy New Year. Once I get this out on the water, we'll be doing some videos with the $5 Walmart fishing rod. Also, I have a couple collapsible metal rods for cane fishing. They're like crappie rods, a 10-foot and a 14-footer. I'll do a review on them. So that's where we're at this morning. This cotton soaks up the glue a lot more than the nylon or the polypropylene threads that they have out there. I'm going to be using mono line, about 4 pound on this rod. A lot of people like the braided, and I like the braided for the 2-piece metal rods, but for the more fragile cane, I prefer the mono because there's more stretch. You don't want to break. You want to break the line, you don't want to break the rod. But the metal rods are less likely to break, so the braid is good for the metal rods. It's almost like cheating though. It soaks up mighty fine. It was hard to get the line around that nodule of the cane. It doesn't want to go uneven after that. This might be a lot of work for a $5 cane pole, but it's the fun. It's just, if you enjoy doing stuff, it's not the money or the time, it's the pleasure you get from messing around, trying things. I could leave this alone. It'd be easier to take off if that elastic breaks, but it's too late now. We're committed. We're not involved. We're committed. We're committed. All systems are cane pole. Okay. This little cotton thread down here, I tried to, you know, when you see stuff up, you make a loop here And then as you come down, you leave a piece hanging down here and you pull this, and that loop tightens up and everything's snug and ship-shape. But this twine was so tight, and it's not like the waxy sail twine. It did not want to move. It wouldn't budge, and it kept breaking. So the line wasn't very strong, and I wasn't able to make it ship-shape like you would normally do. I'm dripping some Tide Bond glue onto my tripod. If you are lucky enough to have some cane where you are at and it grows, when you cut it, you can get some boiled linseed oil or tung oil. Tung oil is expensive, not easy to find. But you get some boiled linseed oil and you can coat your rods with the oil and they won't dry up and split on you. And find some place to keep them out of the sun. Years ago, we didn't have two pieces, so everything was like 14, 16 feet long, and so they would be stored outside. And eventually the sun would rot them in the rain and stuff. So, but if you can keep them out of the sun and the rain and keep them oiled, it really is good for the rod, for the cane. There's just something fun about using the old-timey stuff. You hardly see anybody using cane anymore, or even the metal crappy rods. Everybody's using a spinner. And there's pros and cons, but it's just a connection to the past. It's fun to use. Okay, we'll put another coat on all the parts we did when it dries. And like I said, I'll make a video in a couple days showing me using it out there in the water. Guys, take care. See you out there. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Have a happy and healthy New Year.